ngiyomsezulu ngoba
bonga bonke labantu basekasi thando lungaka ngithwele
Hayibo.
ama shining the dark and the stars ebusuku
Sing all day.
ngiyomsezulu ngoba bonga lapho wena uthathe khona just a little boy manje bheka
Hey.
ngidoda bala lengoma ngoba ngibonga ama fans
Hey.
bathenga ama CD noma bengena nets some of them are poor abanawo ama bands but they come to my show bagqoka ama rents but the life injalo baby what's next these are my people they're living in the shacks if I was president I'd make you prominent
What?
ngili kwaito ngicela ukunika uthando ngibonga labantwana basekasi when I pass every day babangirasi I don't mind that ngoba vele ngiyazi bayaze yami kari idilika ama sweet uwe Chiscop was my classmate 93 94 life was not great mandoza wangithethisa wathi ngithenge idladla ukuze ngenze life ibe ngcono kumama
I wanna shine like the stars ebusuku
sing all day
It's a wonderful day, nigga. It's a wonderful day. Yeah, man, we're taking it back. Back into time.
You know,
Dude.
the way you just took me back, I don't know if you saw my last status. I was talking about the way back, late 90s, early 2000s. It's like,
It's
wonderful.
Hey.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
you know, one of those niggas from this group, I don't know if it's from this group. I don't know if it's this group or the other. Remember there were like 2 or 3 rap groups back then.
Yeah.
I don't know. How many? It was H2O and what? What was that other one with many members? Like they were almost as if like a squatter camp. Like I think there were 4 members of the group.
Can't remember.
One of those niggas is Torejani's baby daddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
The fat chick, fat bum, Towajan. Oh yeah. I'm sure he's missing that shit. It's winter now.
Bro.
It's winter now, niggas. It's winter now. Get your shit.
And you know what's painful? The nigga doesn't qualify anymore.
I got better. Alright. We back in this bitch. Yeah, man.
Hey, bro.
Wonderful.
You just took me back to a dark place, bro.
What happened?
With stars. That song.
Why are you saying it was a dark place? That song is
man.
so inspirational.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just took me back to a dark place. Like, I was going through some shit, bro. And Stars, I remember Stars, Runaway Love, Ludacris. And When It Rains, It Pours, 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
And there was another one, man.
So that shit, like, got you through.
Like, those songs, like, there were 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Those songs, like, really pulled me out of a very dark place. And I was like, you know, that's when I was like, I remember telling my moms, I was like, yo, moms, I'm going to be a rapper one day.
You also wanted to be a rapper.
Every rap fan, every hip hop and rap fan, at some point in their life, wanted to be either a producer or a rapper.
Yeah. No, I remember writing some rhymes as well.
See?
I wrote some rhymes. Took it to a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's like, nah. He's like, nah, dog. You know what? That's when I actually understood, Uti. I'm meant to make the circle.
Yeah.
And not be in the circle. Yeah. So
I actually wanted to be Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
That was my whole emo. My phone still has Dr. Dre as the thingy.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to, from a very, the first ever CD I bought was Chronic.
Chronic 2001.
2001, not the first Chronic.
Yeah.
Was Chronic 2001.
Yeah, man, that was dope.
That was the first. I bought the Chronic 2001 and then went back and bought the original Chronic.
Yeah, the Chronic. Yeah,
that was the first. That's when I was like, you know what, this is my music.
Yeah. No, man. Hip hop gave you that thing. you would see you can do it.
Exactly.
You know, it seemed like if you can tell your story, you should be able to do it. But man, there's an odds to this. You have to put in 16 bars, quadruple, translate this and metaphoric and simile and this.
Like,
so
Jesus, I don't know. Hey, I didn't even have a rap name. That's how. Like you could have.
Oh, it didn't take off.
It didn't get to a point where I had a rap. You know,
rap
for
name.
people who almost made it are those who had a rap name.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a rap name, so I just had my notebook. You know, the black notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote my rhymes in there.
No man. But I think it goes. If you love something, you wanna pursue and see how far you can go.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back up in this page, man. This is a takeover. Thank you for joining us. Boom.
Welcome back.
So I wake up this morning and it's fucking raining, right? And I don't know why, but when it's raining, you immediately think of sex.
Exactly.
Why is that? Because
No.
I'm sure, like, and I think it's more about like, I think it's a black thing.
No, it's not a black thing.
No. White people, when it's raining, they think about, is Snoopy outside? We need to bring him in the doors. They don't think about fucking smashing dog.
It's human nature, bro. Like when it's raining, you know it gets chilly when it's raining, right?
Yeah.
It gets a bit chilly, and you just think of warmth. That's why like you associate it with sex and say maybe it's a black thing. White people, I think they have the luxury of having a lot of things that bring them warmth.
Underfloor heating and shit.
Underfloor heating,
Yeah,
they have heated pools.
Yeah.
You can go make a hot cocoa,
Yeah.
be under the
And why you
blanket.
why you say that the only heater we have is the punani?
Hey. No. It's
No, but is that the only heater we have?
no. I was coming to that point. Like we going to that. We want warmth, right, and comfort.
Yeah.
And the nearest thing we can think of, it's human contact. And human contact leads to affection. Right. So I mean, you're right. The punani.
You know, there's a story that I told you, right? About where my dad didn't want to pay varsity fees, and I ended up staying with the chick who was giving me money.
Yeah.
There was only one side. You didn't ask me how I was actually paying for all these benefits.
Oh,
right. I was getting money that I could share with my brothers. I was getting.
You told me about the money.
Yes,
I was, could share with your brother.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was getting free lodging. I was getting my clothes like being ironed every morning.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me how I was paying for that
Your
shit.
tuition.
I paid for it with sex. No, I'm serious. I'm paying with the sex. I think I was probably one of the first GPV fucking victims before GPV became famous. No, I'm telling you.
Wait,
let me tell you. But
then
it got to a point because if you remember the story, we fought over a fork and respect, right?
Yeah.
But I was hurtful, dog, at that time.
Okay.
Like I was hurtful because
You didn't have a way out, so the fork was your way out.
yes. So what used to happen? Yo, this chick was a nymph of note.
Okay.
Fucking wanted sex every day, bro. Remember, I just come from a model school, so I'm into my rugby. I'm busy spending my energy on rugby practice.
Rugby practices, yeah.
Hey, bro, when I get there, this chick is like,
Come here.
Now, the story goes deeper because that chick had a guy, right? I don't know if I told you.
No. You didn't get that far.
She had a guy who was actually paying for a tuition fee.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Right? Remember, she wasn't getting NSFAS or anything.
Yeah.
The guy was paying for a tuition fee.
Yeah.
That was the early days of your tender boys. Understand? So the guy had a tender of putting street lights back in his hood, and he was
moneyed.
and he had a baby with this chick when she was in high school.
Okay.
And he was taking her through school, right? But now, I was there. And I remember...
Here comes Big Tone.
Dude, I remember, bro, like she used to wake me up at like 1 o'clock, dog.
Wanting it.
Yeah. I would like, I was sleeping.
Bitching and moaning.
But I know I need to pay rent. I needed to pay rent. It's when I look back now, I'm like, fuck, I went through a shitload. I remember this one time, I came back from rugby practice. We used to practice twice a week. The tertiary rugby, right? Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mm-hmm. So one Thursday I come back, bro, fucking smelly and shit. Of course, the food is there. The food is there. The bath is run, so I go and take the bath. When I come back, she's like, on the bed,
I want
bro.
one.
Hey,
Come do the things.
I'm tired, bro.
Come do the things.
I'm tired. My energy was going to fucking up white people on the rugby field. Now this one is fucking like taking the last bit of energy I had. But I had to pay rent. I remember that day because Econscious hit me a bit. You know, Econscious hit me a bit because she had this nigga's picture on the study table, right?
Oh shit!
So I'm busy there. We're doing it. She's like, come from the back. I'm like, okay, shit. Now I'm coming from the back. The study table is there. Like, she's facing that way, fully moaning and shit. I'm seeing this nigga. This nigga, I think Bum Peptides or what is this church shit from the picture there. Wow. He's wearing a suit. He's like looking at me. I'm looking. I'm like, I say, hold up. I stop. I turn the picture down.
Yeah. Like,
dude, it's some crazy shit, bro. I remember. Oh man, I had a good time. But you know when they talk about this GPV shit now.
You think back, I was like, I was the first victim.
Yeah, before it became popular to be a victim of GBV, I was the first one.
Hey, bro.
I paved the way for all you motherfuckers. So,
you're the first.
Dude.
My guy.
But anyway, so that's how I used to pay rent. And that's why I used to get all these benefits. Look, it seems like I used to do my shit, right? But damn, man, that shit was costing me, man. And that time, bro, that's like, I was still fit, from high school. Even my sperms were shooting out, bro. Like, I was fit.
Yeah. So was this lady was she what do we used to call them? No. We used to call these people in an ancestor. Was she an ancestor back in varsity, or were you guys in the same line?
She was a year older, or she had got there a year before me.
She was doing her second year, or she had failed.
Well, it doesn't matter. But she was there.
So she was an ancestor.
She was there. I can't say an ancestor, bro. Like, she was a year ahead of me.
Yeah, okay.
She was. I think she took advantage of
fresh.
Yeah,
fresh
man.
meat.
Yeah, that was fresh meat, dog.
Nah, man. This is So I saw a post. Someone said, "Why do men start podcasts instead of going to therapy?" This is your therapy.
Yeah. Of course.
You just pour out your heart.
I'm sure there's going to be like comments. Oh, you must go see someone.
Yeah, you must see.
This is my therapy.
This is our therapy.
Yeah.
This is our therapy.
But it was dope, man. Another day I'll tell you a story of how I lost my virginity. That's a fucking hectic story.
Okay.
But it's not normal. Yeah, it's not normal. It's not normal. I think a lot of people have got stories about we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing.
I had senior players.
Oh. So you were like me.
Conducting.
What?
Hey, bruh.
Okay, that's a story for another day.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. I can't go into that. Anyway, the episode, man, we got some action-packed shit that we're going to want to talk about. First things first, why the fuck do we need Bafana?
They should just cancel that whole team.
Yeah.
Those niggas are getting paid like 30K a game, bro.
Even if they were not getting paid, I think I'll still complaining with the shit that they're putting up. They're now arguing about they were trying to find a coach, right? I
Yeah.
think they in the midst of trying to announce a coach,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm saying, is there somewhere where it says if you're a country, you need to have a soccer team? Like, is it a must that we have BafanaBafana?
No. They're not. Let's take this money we're putting in Bafana.
Yeah.
The hundreds of millions putting
Yeah.
into Bafana. Let's put it into Banyana because they're actually winning.
Yes.
'Cause they're
Yes.
actually
No,
winning.
that deserves some guns, nigga.
Banyana is winning.
Yeah.
So let's take this
They've
money.
got more balls than the
They've
guys.
got more balls than these motherfuckers
So
who
I-
are just chowing our money.
I seriously think that Ibafana is one of those things I think they mention in the Bible where God tests you. I think God sent Bafana to test this
us.
country. No,
Yeah.
it cannot be that a team can be this useless. You know that they failed to qualify, right?
Yeah.
The funny thing about this failing of qualifying, okay, Viola, we're not qualifying for shit unless we're hosting it. That was standard, all right? We knew that shit. But on this one, the guys, IKEV, actually increased the teams
To make it easier for others.
to make it easier. So more teams can actually qualify. I think they moved from 16 to 24 teams to qualify for the tournament. We still can't qualify from that, bro.
How? That's what I'm saying.
I think this thing, we should just say for the next 4 years,
They're not playing.
we take the money that was meant for Ibafana, we put it into like Banyana and also maybe like under 23, right?
Our under 23, they should, before that.
Because
you
the
know
under
what?
23, I think they're going to Olympics this year. Yeah.
You know what they should do, ne? They should hold an exhibition match between the 23 and the actual Bafana.
No, I don't want that.
Hear me out.
I don't want that. That embarrassment will be on an international scale.
Let's let the 23 thrash Bafana, right?
Yeah, but to
And
prove
then-
what?
To prove this, and then we scrap
Ibafana.
the Bafana.
Oh,
and
maybe we make a winner takes all.
Exactly. We take the under 23 that won.
Shit.
We promote them to Bafana.
Oh, shit.
Hold trials for a new under 23s.
Oh shit!
get what I'm saying?
That's a fucking smart
Yeah.
move.
We get under 23s.
Oh,
they play
shit.
Bafana. If Bafana loses,
Yeah.
we scrap them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole team, your Kunes,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Serreros, we
Yeah,
scrap them. They're
yeah.
no longer playing for they're no
Yeah.
longer going to represent us. We take the under 23s that won
We just
against
rename
Bafana.
them Bafana.
We rename them their Bafana.
Bafana.
And then we hold
Like promote the under 16s
under
and all
16s
that. Yeah,
into the under 23s.
yeah.
You get
That's a
what I'm
fucking smart thing to say, actually.
So
And it's so funny that we actually think Bafana would lose.
we already know they will lose. We know this.
Eh?
We know this.
Okay, I think that we should actually propose that. But anyway, on that, Bafana, thank you. You all have tested our faith. I think Bafana has actually got people to go to church at some stage. I understand.
Guys,
Because at first, before the church, they made us understand how to do maths. Because every time they need to move somewhere,
we need to depend on another team to
yeah,
lose.
bruh. Especially as they calculate on a Sunday, you're like, if this guy's happened this and this, you're watching two games and you end up supporting you supporting like Cape Verde or something. Because if Cape Verde wins on that side, then
Come on, Capon.
Lose,
Capon.
nah, we sharp. But anyway, they should just not find a coach, man. They should actually stop.
They should just
Yeah, we're good now, guys. We're
They
good.
should
You
just
tried. It's over now. It's over now. And somebody else who's actually it's over for. How was that fucking testimony from Norma? Norma Gigaba.
She no longer
smash.
doesn't go under gigabytes.
No.
She
On the-
uses her
No. But she asked to be called because they're not
Gigaba.
Yeah, on the when she was at the commission.
Yeah, she has to be called
Yeah,
Mrs. Gigaba.
because she's not fully divorced. Okay, they've
the
started
proceedings
are not done.
Oh,
And I think as well they Umalusi actually had a point around that because you know, when you say Mrs. Gigaba, they tried to, because before it started, they tried to say she has spousal privilege. And
She can't.
she can't. So that's
can't
why,
testify.
yes, that's why I think they moved back to Gigaba to make that point even more relevant.
I get it.
But goddamn,
my guy.
talk about someone with so much makeup who's being unfiltered. How can you be an unfiltered makeup fucker?
So much layers, so many layers of makeup. But
God
guy,
damn, not a bump. Damn.
I told you, these honeys are dangerous.
Okay, before we get to the honeys, I want to talk about this Norma Gigaba. Before we dilute the conversation.
Okay.
She goes there and she says, Umalusi used to have those, I don't know how to call it, but those metrosexual bags. And I saw pictures of him afterwards. He's always had that bag. And that bag had money.
The men purse.
Yeah.
The men
I
purse.
said metrosexual. I didn't.
It's a men purse.
Yes. And I was like, fuck. That guy was rolling around with hundreds and hundreds of thousands in that bag. Hey?
Look,
Should have robbed him, man.
yeah,
He doesn't look like in fights. I think we just smack him around the bed.
glasses.
Yeah, some
Just
shag.
take the glasses.
Oh, yeah. Let's take the glasses,
Just
beat
take
him
the
up.
Glasses.
But what the fuck, bro?
Like,
They were buying him cars.
bruh, the threes. How much is a 3 Series? Half
I'm sure, yeah, $500,000.
half a buck.
Yeah, around about there. But still, thought like, the
Safe,
corruption was so fucking bad.
safe, full of money. Like, look, bruh. Like, we're not saying every country is corrupt in its way,
Yes.
right? But the way ours.
No. These guys are like taking it far, bro.
No.
And Norma was there, bro, just like spilling the
Last-
beans, bro.
Did we talk about the I think in one of our previous pods we talked about the 300 million that went missing for arts and culture. Did we talk
Oh,
about that?
yeah. I think we just touched on it.
We just touched on it.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, if 300 million can go missing, what's Gigaba coming home with like 50K in a bag?
I guess.
But Norma.
And she was flossing when she was talking to that guy. The guy was asking questions. I think it's Hoffman or
when he
whatever
was
his name.
telling her about the 5 million.
The guy is like, so you paid
wedding.
all cash. Like, no, this was normal for us.
It was normal for us.
It was- you know when you scare white people with how much money you have?
Hey.
You're like-
You know, when you get a white person scared, you know you're bowling.
I'm sure he went home. He's like, we should give this guy's land, man. It seems like you don't need land to be rich anymore.
Mariki?
Hey.
Come. Hey, I have something to tell you. Hey, those gigabars, they're bowling. Hey, those guys are norm.
And how the fuck these guys are like going every day or almost once a week to Amagupta's? What were they being fed there?
No, the thing is they're getting instructions daily. Remember.
I understand that part. So you don't have to explain that part. But I'm just saying, like, surely you could see that this thing was going to be a problem.
How many?
You could see this thing was going to be a
Yeah,
problem.
yes.
Like, they're going to track your cell phones and shit and find out you are going there like almost every day.
Almost every day.
Dude, and these guys come out and say, you know what? If you don't do what we want,
We're gonna replace you.
we're going to take you back to Home Affairs or some shit that I told him. That's some crazy shit, bro. How much power those fucking...
They had
Hey.
power. They didn't even call them by names. You know that.
I heard when they had a wedding in Sun City, they were calling all the helpers there papoons or something like that, black people.
They call it,
That's actually makes it worse. Uguti. These guys are selling us out to people that were fucking racist.
Yeah, they'll call Zuma number 1, and then
Oh, they had a code name.
they call Zuma as number 1. I think all of them had code names. Melusi had his code name, you know. So
Uba Umaluzu Dak.
yeah, it's Dakwan.
Dakwan with class.
Dakwan is here. Yeah, bro.
Nah, but fuck, bro.
But like you told me to go back and watch her testimony. Her testify. Is it testimony? Yeah, I watched it and I was like, these people were living soft.
Not.
These people.
Look, you know when she said, just going back to the wedding, when she said that they spent
5 million
4 to 5 million
on the wedding.
And to prepare the wedding, it took about 1.5 years, right? And all of this was paid in cash. I was like, yeah, bana. Hey,
Which one
what?
is this one? Which one?
You know, in actual fact, you shouldn't be sitting watching that testimony with your woman. She looked at you like you're a fucking loser, dog.
Nigga, what are you doing with your life?
When she asked for the second time for 8 times in the day, you're like, you've spent it already. What do you need? Who did you call?
You spend the 30 rand airtime already.
Who did you call?
Who are you
And she's thinking to herself, I need to get myself and my Lucy.
Hey, bro.
This nigga is holding me back. But you know what? I just hope that something happens out of this. We're in a bad space as a country, and I think there needs to be consequences for what has happened, because I do understand that some of the things are, linked to other things which are international. They don't have a lot of control over. Like we had a pandemic, they don't have a lot of control over that.
Yeah.
It fucks up with the economy. But this, where it's purposefully, it's like chowing money, and you say you represent the poor of the poor, and there are people that don't have toilets, there are people that are jumping over storage when they step out of their house, they jump over storage to get on. That makes me so sad. We can fuck around and joke around it, but that makes me so sad, and I hope something happens with the story.
Hey, bro,
I understand
that. You know what kills me and kills my morale with this whole thing. I doubt anything will be done out of this.
Look, I do understand what you're saying, and that's why I'm saying I hope, because at the end of the day, we're not in charge of anything. We're not in charge of the people that need to open cases. We're not in charge of the people that need to prosecute. We're not in charge of anything. But I just think I hope that those people that have got the power to do that actually look at it and say, when we've got so much unemployment, when we've got so much delivery of services that are not happening and suffering, and people are going through tough times, I hope they look at it and say, let's have some country duty and let's do something about this. I do understand what your predicament is, Wuti. We've had these things happen and nothing happened to anyone. But I just hope at this time that it's so public that actually something happens. You understand?
Let me take you back, right? What happened to the arms deal?
Okay, Marv, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I'm saying to you,
just hope.
Yes, I'm saying to you, I know that nothing has happened before, right? I know that people have gotten away with shit.
Yeah,
I know that. But I'm just saying that at the moment, I think I hope that something happens. That's all I can do. I can't look back and just pain myself about other things that nothing happened around.
Yeah.
I just have to hope, Woodsy, with this, something happens.
Something will
happen. That's all I can hope.
Yeah.
Right.
I also hope something happens, man. Like, cause bruh, we're getting robbed like daylight. Getting robbed. So I just hope I also hope Norma is not just doing this for personal reasons. Right? I know part of it is personal reasons, but I just hope she's not doing this just for personal reasons, bro. Like she honestly.
But personal reasons or not, it doesn't change the fact that money went missing. Mm-hmm. So if Ugut and I she's saying fuck Gigaba, that's fine. If we out of their fight benefit, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Whatever her intentions or squabbles with Chitawake, I don't care about that. But if it's proven this guy was fucking us up and he can be called to
justice. You just want justice.
Yes. Look, I'll say, I'll consider ourselves like middle class in a way. So it does affect us
in a big way.
in a big way, but for some people, it's life and death.
Yeah.
You understand? For some grannies that can't get their money in time because there's no money, it's life and death. Or for someone who's got an illness and goes to a clinic and there's no medication because some guy got a tender and he didn't deliver because he charged the money, it's life and death. You understand? So that's where I'm coming from, Uti. I just hope something happens. I'm not going to look back and say, this didn't happen, it's just going to frustrate me. With this one, I hope something happens.
I get you.
And also, if something does happen, then all the thieves know, Uti, we're not fucking around now.
Yeah.
Understand? So it will change how people view these things, all right?
I get you.
That's it, man. That's it. Talking about people thieving people. Can I say that Nota fucking thieved Kwesta?
Can say that without doubt.
Can I say?
Without doubt.
I want you to just give me an understanding of what you saw or you understood when
I watched the
interview.
interview.
The interview with MacG.
Okay.
Just briefly give me what your understanding. Look,
my take on it.
Yeah, your take. We know that Kwesta spoke about a lot of things, which his upbringing, sleeping on couches and so forth.
Yeah.
But for this, I want to talk about the business side of things, where he was talking about the business of his music.
Yeah.
What did you feel, without going into specifics, what did you feel?
I feel like he robbed him. The way I think we have a mutual feeling towards this. My takeaway was he planned this from the start, right?
Who planned?
Nota.
Planned what?
The steal. The scam. Basically. He scammed Kwesta. He left Bada Bing. Kwesta was still signed there, right? Kwesta left. He went to Kwesta after registering his own company. Right? He went to Kwesta and he was like, bruh, let's work. Let's start this.
Because you could see that guy was talent.
Exactly. Let's start something. Knowing very well that he already has something already started. He has no one under it. Right? Bruh, let's start this. That's where Rap Life, the shell, Rap Life came in. Right? Let's start this.
But Rap Life was never a company.
That's what I'm saying, the shell. That's why I said the
shell. It was
shell.
Just a name.
Exactly.
In the air.
The shell.
There's never been a company registered Rap Life.
It had nothing. It was just a shell. It had nothing. Right? He knew.
No, there was never a company called Rap Life.
Right. Okay.
Shit. No. It's the other guy. The other guy owned Rap Life.
Was it Lenny? Was it Lenny or Larry? Something like that.
Something caused Zagot.
Yeah.
So the one guy said something. Yeah, it was
Leroy.
Yeah. Leroy Koza.
So
nobody knows anything about that nigga.
So here's the thing, ne? He knows that he has all the documentations and blah, 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 and he comes to Kwesta. Let's work. They work. Now it's time for release. Company. Oh no. I have a company here. Let's just, for now, let's release under this. We can transfer everything after we get the paperwork for that other company we're gonna start. Right? They release under his company. And now time comes for everything to be transferred.
Yeah.
They
or even not transferred, but for these guys to be involved in the company now, to have shareholding in the company. Yeah.
Like they discussed in the beginning. Now they have that discussion. Yo, Leroy, let's restructure this. Who's gonna let's change this whole thing. Who's gonna be the director? Who's gonna be blah, 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 blah. The nigga disappears. He doesn't come to the office anymore.
Okay, hold it there. Now, my understanding, just to that point, is similar to you, right? And I ask myself, because Nota has always said he's not a manager. Nota has always said he's never been Kwesta's manager, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, when the wheels fell off was actually coming from Umakwa. Umakwa says, because he did an interview with Maraza.
Yeah.
Did an interview with Maraza where he said at some stage he was smoking weed and he decided to go and check up what's happening with this company thing.
Yeah.
He goes on to
Company profile.
Obertainment.
Yeah.
He says which is only Nota. He goes on to Rap Life. He says which is only the Koza dude. And it's like the people that are actually making this
the creatives,
right?
Yeah, are not there.
Right. At that time, they had Kid X as well and so forth. That's the first part. The second part is on the interview, okay, before I get there. Now, Kwesta, I put this on him. A lot of it on him. We can say Notas did what he did. Nota was thinking business-wise. And he does say he was not a manager, right? So why didn't Kwesta have a manager? It's for someone to look after his interests. Do you understand? And I do get it because they went into a story which they used to stay together, Nabo Yanga, so which means he had trust. But now this is business, right? It's not about just doing the music. There's music, then there's a music business. Understand? And if you don't follow up on the music business, you're going to get screwed. He had worked with Iparaping. It seems like Iparaping, we've never heard issues with them. It seems like they had their shit together. Surely he could have said, this structure, why does this one do this? Why does Ushugam Smacks do this? Why does this guy do you understand? And said, when we start our shit, especially when he was at his pinnacle with Ngutu situation, there is that song. I don't think for the foreseeable future there's gonna be a song that surpasses that song in terms of hip hop, right? Karakara is below that. Ngutu has been the song for hip hop. Now you telling me that you've got people that are doing their businesses, right? You don't have anyone who's representing your interests. Because what Nota is saying, which he's never been a Kwesta's manager, he knows why he's saying that. Because he's saying, I was not in charge of this guy's interests in whatever we were doing. He could have got a manager. I was in charge. Don't put me in there. Do you understand? Because if he had to say he was Kwesta's manager, that means, right, he was double dipping, which means he was doing management.
Label owning as well.
And it's also label owning. So he can't do that because I think in a way that's illegal. Understand? You can't be a representative because there's a conflict of interest with that. Understand? That's why he's making it clear. He's always said. So if he's making it clear, the question then becomes, did he make it clear to Kwesta when they were working? Understand? Because I'm saying it seems like Unota did a lot of things, right? He was speaking to promoters. He was there when the deal with Isoni was signed.
Bookings were booked through him.
Do you understand?
So he was a manager.
So what was Kwesta's understanding of what Nota was doing?
Kwesta thought Nota was his manager. Because if you watch the interview, he tell you like Leroy, me, Makwa, X were the creatives. He didn't even specify what Leroy did. He said
Leroy owns Rap Life.
Yeah, Leroy's owner.
So wait, before you go, is it the understanding that when Rap Life was established, right, it was meant to take over from Entertainment? Okay.
So all those 5 guys were supposed to be shareholders.
Yes.
From what Kwesta said. And Nota, the way Kwesta puts it, Nota was the manager. So he was the overall umbrella manager because he speaks to club owners, promoters. You know, bookings come through him. But so now that's a role of a manager.
Yeah, but now what was his understanding about the masters? Because that's where the issue is now. Who owns the creative whatever was
He
created
doesn't
there.
know.
No, he doesn't own it.
Yeah, you saw the interview. He said
He
he
said-
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He said he doesn't know who owns E-Rap Life.
Oh, the masters. They
Oh,
did-
he doesn't own the masters.
yeah, he said he
because
doesn't
the
own
masters were put under entertainment.
Entertainment. So, but Nota, if you watch that episode of MacG where they had Nota on,
Mm.
he clearly said, "I'm a fucking millionaire. I own masters." Whose masters does he own?
No, they asked him whose masters he owns. He didn't answer.
He didn't answer.
No, he
Clearly,
said he owns entertainment.
Entertainment owns masters.
Of who?
If you watch that interview,
No, I watched it.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No. He actually mentioned it because they had that episode with the 100K subscribers.
Yeah. He said
He mentions it there.
he's a black man who owns masters. And MacG said, through what? And he said, my company, entertainment. Right?
And he didn't say whose masters.
Whose masters? Clearly, Dakar 1 and 2 were released through entertainment. That
Yes.
means Nota owns Kara 1, 2.
You know what's so sad about
Dakar,
this?
I mean, Dakar.
What pisses me off with this Nota thing? Last year he got in trouble with when he was talking where he thought he knew what the fuck he was talking about when it came to the Kanye and Jay-Z issue and the Masters issue, right? That's why his Twitter actually got suspended after that. Now the issue is at that time he portrayed someone who was on the side of the creators, because Kanye is a creative, and Jay-Z was owning whatever he was owning within Def Jam and everything like that. So he was on the Kanye side, on the saga. But when he's here in South Africa on his business dealing, he's screwing over the creatives. You understand? For me, that doesn't fucking make sense. You can't say on the other side, because it's away from you, you advocate with this person must get their money and blah, 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 blah.
Double standard.
On this side, you screwing over someone who's doing similar. Because we talk about Kwesta now, but our Markwa got screwed. Markwa is halfway to depressed.
Yeah.
We haven't heard a lot from X. I think Kwesta did mention what he
Just had a baby.
He's just had a baby, so he was staying away from this. But it seems like he also got screwed. Understand? The creators were screwed, but when you have got this thing that you want to portray, that you protecting creatives
Get this.
on the other side.
Get this. Even the label owner got screwed. Leroy.
No, but how did Leroy get screwed?
Leroy and Kwesta signed
Because
talents.
because Leroy didn't get screwed.
Okay.
Leroy didn't get screwed.
What did he get out of this whole thing?
Rap Life was a company,
Okay.
right? Rap Life had merch.
Okay.
Rap Life had assets, had a car.
Okay. Did it
Rep-
have talent?
Eh?
Did it have talent? Who did they sign?
Okay, so
Chapsy.
yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So what you asking is did any of the music get released under Rap Life? We can check on that, but assume, because when Marcus spoke to Umaraz, he said I had to check these two companies because that's where the music is, that's where the money is, right? And it seems like Leroy was in charge of the money. Now, if they're saying Leroy was in charge of the money that was coming through Rap Life, that means Rap Life was making money somewhere.
It was a registered entity.
Yes.
And was
so
making money.
it was making money somehow through them, right? So we can check the music and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he didn't get screwed. That's a fact.
Okay. So
he didn't get screwed.
So Leroy and Nota,
Yes.
those fuckers.
Look, it's sad because Kwesta even mentioned Uti, to get the truth, they'll have to must get everyone around. It will never happen. It will never happen because on the one side, all right, because he even said you must get security as well. Because on the one side, you got the creators that got screwed, and on the other side, you got the guys that made money out of this shit. Now, before even the violence, why do I need to go and sit down? Why does Nota need to go and sit down with the Kwesta? Why does Nota need to go and say? Because legally, he owns the shit.
Yeah.
And there's no way that they're going to do that because he's going to be shown up for a
What a
bitch-ass thing.
fraud. Yeah.
Do you
What a
understand?
fraud he is.
So why is he going to do that? So that will never happen.
That will never happen.
And it seems, again, I want to come back to this Kwesta story. It seems like these guys were not sure about anything.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand? And I understand from a creator's standpoint, you don't want to get too messy with the numbers and everything like that, and you leave it to other people. But when people are saying that they are not your managers, right? Who's protecting your interest? You see, this thing actually gets me back to this. I don't know if you follow the Joe Biden situation.
Yeah. You know, can I cut you there for a minute? You know what fucked Kwesta up the most? I think if Nota did this on purpose, he was very smart about it.
Mm-hmm.
He remember publishing and stuff, owning your masters and publishing stuff. Remember, it doesn't come immediately. You can release a song today.
Yeah, takes about a year or something like that.
The money will come next year, today, right? So Kwesta releases Ngudu, his biggest song ever. He gets bookings. He lets Kwesta keep everything from the bookings, knowing very well that his investment is in the masters.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. I wanna go back to this point I was making. Uguti, and I was using the Joe Biden example, where Rory and Mal are part of the collective with Ujo as the creatives, and they leave the business side to Ujo.
To Joe, yeah.
Right? But now they thinking, this is my friend, he's going to look after all our interests. Right? And it so happens, it didn't happen like that. Right? They put so much emphasis on the friendship. And especially now with Kwesta, where they used to live together. Funny enough, Joe Biden and Mal used to live together for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's a similar, you can see the similarities where on the Joe side, at least Joe is a creative, but also the owner.
The owner, yeah.
But on this side, Nota is not a creative. He's probably like the administrative guy in the face and, trying to make things happen. He's a hustler. Understand? So it's not his creation. I've heard that they say Nota can produce and so forth and so forth. But it seems like his role there wasn't on that a lot. His role there was to actually get the company going and stuff like that. Yes, maybe he had a song there that he influenced and a song there that he influenced, but mostly it was about getting the company going.
Yeah.
All right? The creatives got screwed. So I don't know, man. I think I told you before we started that this is probably the last time I want to speak about this because I don't want the channel to be a Kwesta Nota, show. But it's just something that I thought we should talk about, and the people that are listening that maybe are into music had to think about. You have to think about who's protecting your interest when you go into these deals or these work conditions. Who's there? Who's gonna say, this guy's contribution is this. Yeah. And it's so funny that we're not talking about Sony, Universal, and every...
Talking about your niggas.
And it's always spoken about Sony, Universal. Those are guys that screw you over. Now, here's this nigga.
This loudest fucking nigga who keeps on calling people out.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking sad. And I hope somehow it gets resolved in a good way. Like I say, it seems like even if Kwesta gets an advisor now, it's gonna be a long drawn out thing because the paperwork is against him.
Yeah, I think he should just forget. How long must you own someone's masters for, or is it a lifetime thing? Doesn't it have a timeline? Like
no.
20 years?
No. It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime
thing. Okay.
It's a lifetime, and I think if you want them back, you have to buy them. Even the top people, who's this chick? Taylor Swift. Have got the same issue where she needed to buy.
She had to re-record her.
Yeah, because Scooter brought them.
Hey, Scooter.
I understand.
Scooter bought them for like 200 million, sold them for 300.
Yeah.
Within a year, he made 100 million worth of profit.
Yeah, but those masters are worth a lot, man. Taylor Swift has been so big. You understand? But just to give Kwesta a voice, let's listen to this, man. Out of his new album, Snakes in the Crib. Let's go.
Doesn't the title of the song really give it away?
This is a snake with dreads.
Hey.
So listen out on the back end of this first verse where he actually goes in. This is a fucking dope track. The new release, Kwesta.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
Snakes in the crib. Yeah, motherfuckers came for the king. Praying that I cave in and shit. Yeah, basically aiming machines from the graves they be in. Almost fatally hit, but faded the hits kept coming in. Many a kid kept trying, got chains and whips while I died for the shit. Don't damn it, live sex son. But praise be to him with a mic and a wheel. I made it in this. Fuck plagiarism, y'all lazy as shit. See the gem and I am major in this. Yeah, you should major in this. I'll be here just grading your script, and it pains me to give F to who your favorite is. In fact, dudes ain't shit, but names on the list. Just bait for the fish. Fabrics, whose label is this? Not enabling this fabrication of hits. Everybody rap life till it ain't what they say. Yeah, yes, it ain't what it is. It's all talk, man. It ain't how they live. So explain to me this: where the fuck is the money?
Where the fuck is the money? Let's take it back. 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 Where the fuck's the money? Whose label is this? Rap Life
wants the money.
Yeah, man. Represent Rap Life. Where the fuck's the money? Let's take it back. Listen closely.
Snakes in the crib. Yeah, motherfuckers came for the king. Praying that I cave in and shit. Yeah, basically aiming machines from the graves they be in. Almost fatally hit, but faded the hits kept coming in. Many a kid kept trying, got chains and whips while I died for the shit. Don't damn it, it live sex sunny. But praise be to him with a mic and a wheel. I made it in this. Fuck plagiarism, y'all lazy as shit. See the gem and I am major in this. Yeah, you should major in this. I'll be here just grading your script, and it pains me to give F to who your favorite is. In fact, dudes ain't shit, but names on the list. Just bait for the fish. Fabrics, whose label is this? Not enabling this fabrication of hits. Everybody rap life till it ain't what they spit.
What?
Guess it ain't what it is. It's all talk, man. It ain't how they live. So explain to me this: where the fuck is the money? Because everybody claims to be paid in this bitch.
Last but not least, I want to thank me.
Yes, Uncle Snoop.
Yeah, man. So I don't know how it will be. How it will be resolved.
I'm
I
getting
think
emotional.
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
this
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's getting personal. But there's someone else who also feels like they got scammed.
Who that be?
That nigga that's asking for 6 months.
Oh, some kaka.
Hey,
He didn't get scammed. He got fresh meat, bro. You know what's the difference between lamb and mutton?
What's the difference?
Eh?
What's the difference?
Lamb is from a young sheep.
Okay, mutton
Is an old sheep. I'm telling you.
I get you.
I'm telling you.
I get you.
So he got lamb chops,
Hey, nigga.
but he didn't know he was he was a victim.
Hey, bruh. That was some serious.
It was
finesse.
fucking smooth.
That was some finesse. You know that AKA song, financing.
Yeah. Lalela.
That's the
You
definition
know, I
of
look at
that
that Mohale, ne, and I say, this nigga, he needs to be recognized. This guy, before Somizi, who the fuck was Mohale?
No, no one.
Now he's driving around with Mini Coopers because he's got endorsements and shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Because of Somizi.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he was laying it down for Somizi.
Look, even if Somizi had a prenup. He didn't get much from the marriage, right? The nigga made a buck from being associated with Somizi.
That's what I'm saying. Because he never had a name. He's looking handsome.
Yo.
He can go to a barber. He's not even going to, like a rank.
Yeah.
Cutting his higher rank and stuff
Right
like
now,
that.
he probably has an apartment somewhere in some bougie suburb. Like, hey, I'm Mohale. Hustler of the year, boy.
God damn.
Hustler of the year.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus.
No, but Somizi, I think he must go to his age group. I think.
How old is he? Like 48?
Yeah, around about there. He's clocking half a century, man.
But Big Tone, look at it this way, right? Do we have good-looking 48-year-old gays?
No, man. Well, geez, okay, wait. I don't go around searching for gays that are good looking, nigga.
No, like that's what I'm trying to like.
Look. I don't say. I don't have a list. I don't have a list. I don't even know what is the. No, I don't even know what is like the bare minimum of gay looks and what.
You've never stumbled into a gay bar by mistake.
No. I've met the third gender.
Okay.
I've bumped into them. I'm just saying. I just don't go around taking notes.
Actively looking.
Yeah. Somizi, for me, he's one thing I can say is that he's got a lot of money, and I know I'm assuming, but I know I'm close to being right. He's probably had like Botox. He's had shit done. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is he looks at Abu Mohale, since he looks like Abu Mohale, even though the engine has got some mileage.
Yeah.
Understand? Like Somizi is that engine is passed off. You know what? When you buy a car, it's service plan. Somizi is past the service plan.
It's over that line.
Yeah. So you have to like pay when your car gets fucked up. You have to pay. So he's past that. But I think because of what he's done to himself, he keeps fit. He's. I think I've bumped into one of the gyms that I used to go to, but that's like 4 or 5 years back. I bumped into him, so he stays fit. Mm-hmm. But with his facial, I'm sure he's got the best of the best. You understand?
Man.
Yeah. So I think that fucks up the mind because he thinks if I look young, then I'm young.
I'm gonna Yeah, man.
But that guy's also Mohale, they gotta fucking trouble you, nigga.
But he went through, like, he didn't even go halfway. That was not even halfway. Like, that was below halfway.
Mohale is in his 20s?
23, 24.
Didn't they, like, start dating, like, 3 years back or some shit like that?
I mean, back then, when they first started meeting.
Oh, when they... Yeah. I'm thinking now, I'm like, what? No. So now he's probably...
25,
but he's not past 30.
No. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's halfway there, like 25. I'm guessing.
Hey, shy jackpot, fun.
But when they started there, like, he was like 22, 23.
Yeah.
So...
Damn.
That's what I'm saying, like, the nigga got financed without even noticing that he was getting financed. Like, it was not gonna work out. Like, even if the marriage lasted, in when Mohale hits, I'm guessing when he was going to hit his 30s, he was gonna be tired. Remember, these people are from two totally different generations. Not even two generations. They are from 3 different generations. He's in his he was born in early 70s. Mohale is born late 90s. Those are 3 generations. 3. Right? So if the marriage was gonna last, it was gonna be like 10 years. After that, Mohale was gonna be tired because this guy was gonna be a nagging old man.
True that.
While
True
this
that.
nigga is only
You just wake up in the morning like, diabetes, do me a favor. Deal with this guy.
you know when you get old, you just wake up mad.
Oh,
I wake up mad.
Yeah.
Like every day I
yeah.
wake up mad. When you get old, you wake up mad. Like this nigga is.
So are you saying that he couldn't even wait for retirement?
Yeah.
Or maybe old age where he'll inherit the estate.
Nah, I don't think this generation wants things to be done like, fast.
Fast, nah.
Our generation, like, look at it this way, right now. He wanted things to go like fast. He made sure that he secures the bag before leaving. He was contemplating this.
Yeah.
Right? He just did things to annoy.
It was a heist.
Yeah, he just did things to annoy Somizi into divorcing him. It was just the whole thing like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
So that Mohale he doesn't respect his elders.
Hey, bro, you know what?
How do they fucking grow this guy back at it?
Bruh,
You know?
Hey, bruh, like,
Eh?
I don't know, hey. So what I'm saying is, Somizi couldn't find good-looking,
In his age group.
gay men in
Yeah,
his age group.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he settled for that young thing.
Yeah.
That young thing showed him flames. So he's got a.
How old is Vusinova?
He should just settle with Vusi. Vusinova is in maybe his late 30s.
Late
Mid
30s,
mid 30s.
Yeah.
late 30s. Vusinova is mature enough.
Yeah.
You know?
They can like talk about the economy
They
and
can
all
talk
the sharp.
Yeah, they can talk about the. gay
Mohale still wants to
pride.
fucking talk about the groove.
Look, Mohale wants to groove. Tony, what was the whole point of Somizi divorcing Mohale? He said,
I don't know. He was complaining
he
when he
said-
was on his phone or some shit like that.
Exactly. Isn't that what the young ones are doing? They're always here. So Mohale was talking to his age group. He was talking to the love of his life, basically, when he was always here. So Miz is here sleeping. He wants some cuddles. Mohale is here. Oh, Madala is sleeping. No.
You can get me now.
Let me cuddle him for 30 minutes. He's gonna fall asleep. I'll come back to you.
No. Maybe at that time they're still waiting for you Viagra to kick in. This is taking too long.
I'll come back to you in an hour. What time is it? It's 7. You know he goes to sleep at 9. It's 7 now.
You had to tuck him in and shit.
He just drank the Viagra. Let me. It's gonna be an hour. So from 8 to 9. So I'll come back to you at 9.
But also he seems like maybe just to finalize this thing, he seems heartbroken. I think
He was.
he seems
He's
heartbroken.
not looking to play. That's why he married him. Him.
Yeah.
He was looking for someone to grow old with.
Fuck, he's old already.
So you see, the thing is, it didn't work out, and I feel sorry for him, man. And from
He
now
fucking
on,
proposed in France or some shit like that.
my guy.
Even the French, you're getting involved. The French now.
The wedding.
The
wedding.
The one they did on TV.
Jeez.
I saw it, man.
Jeez.
But just to say another point, I realized that a lot of gay folks are quite reasonably
Well off.
Well off. In comparison to us, man.
They don't spend on bitches, bro.
Oh yeah.
They don't spend on bitches. They spend on themselves. They don't spend on bitches.
And most of them are working.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like
I've
you're
never met
working-
like a homeless gay
Exactly.
or a ipareli gay. Hey, Malum, let's your phone. Hey, Futek, let's your phone. Zakwaza.
Hey, bro, let's,
Oh, funny,
before we
you
get
see.
cancelled, before we get
Say
cancelled,
All right, okay, let's move on to this.
before we get cancelled,
Let's talk about real females. Thuso Mbedu.
hey, that
Fucking
beauty.
dope shit that's happening with her, eh?
And she's a beauty.
Yeah, man.
Dark
Yeah.
beauty. she's working with another dark beauty.
What's the story here? Tell me the story again.
Dark beauty Magogo. She's gonna be starring alongside Viola Davies in I think it's a movie called The Woman King.
The what?
Woman King. So some dope shit.
Raising the flag up in there.
Dope shit.
That's fucking hot.
What's a claim to fame? She went to America to work on something, right? But it's a popular thing. I think it's a TV series, something. And now she's getting this TV,
the movies, yeah.
Come on,
fucking
man!
awesome,
fucking
awesome. Actually,
man.
Congrats, man! Congrats.
This is some fire shit. So her and Elaine have been training for the past 3 days, straight. Actually, no, 2 days, not 3. 2 days for the past 2 days. They've been training, man. Elaine.
That's fucking awesome. I know Viola Davies is actually a big deal. So to get a gig across her, that's fucking awesome, man. That's fucking awesome.
Viola Davies is the first black woman who tell white people shit on live TV.
Yeah.
And get away with it.
Yeah.
You tell white people shit, you get cancelled. They don't call you for their movies anymore. They don't. Viola Davies was the first black woman to tell them shit and get their call back.
Yeah. So she's okay. She's gonna be with a legend.
Yeah, she's gonna be with
in black culture.
Yeah, in black culture.
No man, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Raise the flag there in Tombazan.
Yeah, man.
Fucking awesome. Another one who's doing big things. Elaine, you sent me a clip of Elaine.
The vendor princess.
Now this Elaine story is actually kind of interesting because she released that clip and she the snippet, I say. And a lot of people were it started trending as well. I get to the clip, she's just moaning.
No, you just check the first 5 seconds of it. It's 30 seconds. You just checked the first 5 seconds. She doesn't
sing.
She's singing. The first 5 seconds she's
no,
like,
man. No.
I can play it for you.
No.
The clip I sent you.
I even said she's just moaning.
I saw you
don't
comment.
argue with me. I remember because I was like, what are we waiting for here? Understand? So
no, man. And you know what's interesting? That trend was not South African trend. It was an international trend.
Elaine,
was
it's not 30 seconds, dog. It's actually like 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Who can play it? Everyone can listen to it.
My guy.
Don't say my guy. That's what you said. This is it.
Nah, bro.
Now what?
On mine.
Now what? On which one yours? Because
you don't break.
On mine.
Take your crown.
Let me play mine. On mine is 31 seconds.
Yeah, but I'm saying what you sent.
The one I sent you, yeah.
I'm saying what you sent
one
me.
I sent
so when I say it's just moaning, that's what you sent me.
That's why the one it must have.
Okay, we can't play it now because
yeah.
The thing is she's international, man. We're gonna get blocked.
Yeah. So she's actually towards after the 10.
What does she say? You tell me.
Ish. Yeah, she says something.
That's a fucking work review. She was trending.
She was saying something.
I think
she was saying something.
Yeah, I think she's gotten to the space where she can actually just, like I say, I thought she was moaning only on the clip. You're saying there's a longer clip, but I'm sure a lot of people got what I got and she trended. I think she's got to a place where whatever she does, she's so loved that people are gonna react to it, but right?
Don't you find it funny though?
What?
That I remember you you went on a mini rant about this. I don't know if it was on the pod or we were just chilling. You were saying how they're busy pushing nasty. They're like that. shoving him down our throats. But still, he's not chatting, he's not doing it. But then Elaine drops a 9-second clip where she's just mourning, and she trends worldwide.
I think a lot of
She's not even been pushed.
A lot of niggas were getting harder on that shit, bro. Like, she looks nice, and I mean, if she's moaning, you're like, that Elaine shit. Look, she, like I say, she seems to be just one of those artists that come once in a while, where people are just so invested in following their careers and their journey that it really doesn't really matter how much she exposes herself, not physically, but how much she puts out material or content out there. I think this clip came after another clip, which was like 2 or 3 months ago. I think we did I put a video up on it. So she's got in that space where the music and the talent is speaking for you. And you don't have to do the gymnastics and play the social media game and, hang out with people and post it up on the net so that you get the vibes. And she doesn't need to do that. The other day I saw Untitled throwing money at strippers. He was at a strip club. It was, I know that people grow, but we've still got that idea of Untitled being
as a kid,
this young guy, and it's like, you're like, what the fuck? I like strip clubs in America, 15-year-old going there and shit like that. It, for me, I'm sure people are gonna start saying I'm a hater, but it just seemed a disjoint of some sort, right? Between the image that he's putting out, and I remember when who's the white boy from Canada?
Justin.
When Justin Bieber had to make an album of growth, then he started doing like crazy shit, crashing his Ferraris and
buying a monkey,
doing this and fucking, So there was sort of like a rollout. I know some people might think crashing a car is not a rollout, but it shows Uguti, okay, this guy, he wants to self grow, you understand? And I'm not sure. I watched the podcast that he did with All Mutual, Zuluman podcast. I didn't really understand what that podcast was about. I thought that Untitled was going to be, talking to people about them as a host, but it seemed
it was about himself.
Yeah, and it seemed like they were trying to push the album still, right? And when you look at the interest, it just didn't take off as much as it should. The people that were there, you had about Black Coffee, you had about Sizwe Dlomo, you had about Scoop, you had DJ Wookid from the States being interviewed there and so forth. So I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't know what they're doing, or maybe I don't understand what they're doing. He's hanging around with Double Snoopy these days, but it's just a little bit too much for me. And when you look, going back to where this topic started with Elaine, when you look at how Elaine is moving, it seems like it's more of a natural. It seems like the love is more natural. It's not, like you said, it's not being forced down our throat. Understand? And like ever since Untitled went overseas in the last month and a half, dog, it's like every day he's at that trap museum, he's with Snoop, he's at the fucking strip club, and then he's chilling with this person and he's chilling with this. It's like an overload. Yeah. It's like a super
information overload.
Yeah. And some of the things are just unnecessary. And there's something just maybe to close off this point that we talk about. Joe Biden told a story that at some stage he was hired at one of the big radio stations there. I think the one where Abo Ibra work.
106. Yeah,
one of those, some of them. but it was in New York, and he then, at that time, he was still an artist. He then went to talk to his record label and said, "Guys, I have to take this radio gig, right, as a radio host, because I'm not surviving on what I'm getting from the music." And the guy said, "No, you can't do that. Remember, you're still under contract." He's like, "No, you can't do that. Because why would people want to buy your music when you are so easily accessible
on the radio?
When they can hear you every day, and they're sure they're going to hear you every day. What is the mystery? You are killing the mystery of you being an artist, the art. So by the time you release an album, everyone knows your views. Everyone knows how you feel about a lot of things because you are so easily accessible. I just feel that that's might be the risk that they're taking with this Nasty C movement. It's just too much. It's just too much. And in SA, we're getting a lot of blogs that are upcoming now, and they're picking up on all of those things, and they know Nasty C is a big deal. So you are constantly being bombarded with the material about Nasty C, you know? So, look, they know better. Def Jam is bigger than who I am, and fuck,
Def Jam Universal. Yeah,
they're bigger than who I am. I'm sure they understand his handlers. They understand what they're doing. But for me, it's a little bit too much. Yeah. If it works for them, it works for them. So cool on them. But yeah, man, enough of Nasty C. I'm actually, like I say, not a Kwesta. I'm gonna stop talking about that. We're probably gonna talk about the album on the next pod.
One, yeah.
We're gonna review the album. But in terms of the shenanigans between those two, probably gonna. Same with Nasty. I think I'm gonna cut down and talk about Nasty C. I don't want this to be known as a Nasty C bash pod, as well as I'm not hating on the guys. Just my thoughts. Yeah. I'm right or I'm wrong. It doesn't fucking matter. I think we've got 285 subscribers at the moment. So thank you for the guys that are subscribing, but I'm sure y'all don't want me to talk about this shit about every fucking pod. Yeah. I'm also gonna get bored about it. So that's probably did we cover
We covered everything,
We covered everything. Yeah, man. So just to end off, man, what you said you're going to Limbs?
Going to
the
Limbs,
weekend,
brother. I'm going to Limbs.
Yeah.
I miss I didn't see them enough. My siblings, man. My siblings at that side. Yeah.
I don't really like my siblings.
They're still young. I'm still gonna hate them. You know. Not hate. I'm gonna dislike them. You know, the fact that I love you doesn't mean I have to like you.
Oh yeah.
You love your sibling. Yeah. But you don't have to like him.
Yeah, you're pushing it. You're pushing it.
Wait till something happens. You gotta find the love in there for them. So for me right now, I still love them. I still like them. So it's gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna like them.
Yeah. No, you won't like not them. You won't like the stuff that they do.
They do,
right?
Yeah.
I think with family it's a tricky one because
it's very tricky.
Especially with black culture, we've been taught that family is bond. You know, it's an important thing, and I think it goes back. It goes back from the times where we were being oppressed. We had to stick together.
Yeah.
But fuck, there's people that I can't stand. I'm sure they also don't watch the pods. They're like, nah, this nigga. Yeah, like we don't really.
He thinks it's better than us.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're fam, man. You can't
choose your family.
You know, in white families, bro, if you like problematic or pulling some bullshit, they cancel you.
Yeah.
You know, like in black families, we still, like, if you're problematic, we can still invite you to family functions. White people, dog, you're not even allowed within the vicinity. They're going to take out some protection order
against you, bro.
Against you.
Those people are extreme. They're extreme, bro.
Tina, we've got this thing of Yeah, but
compassion.
Uncle Samuel Semazu Yahlupa, then we're gonna put him there at the back, like keep the kids away from him because you don't want that influence and all that shit, that aura that he brings.
We have
White
compassion.
people don't even allow you in their street. Not even into the yard, in their street. They're like, yo, we saw John outside, man. Yo, should we call the cops? We should call the cops.
Yeah, we should definitely call the cops.
Yeah. And then you find out what happened. No, John took some money for some drugs. You're like, what? Really?
That's it.
Are you saying John didn't rape anyone?
That's it.
Are you like, John didn't shoot up shit?
Uncle Timmy took my mom.
There was no GPV.
Bruh.
Eh?
It's crazy.
So it's for me, I'm on the tip, man. Look, it's not really hate, but
Dislike.
it's not really dislike. It's like, okay, cool, you're there, you're not there. It doesn't really matter, It doesn't. No, I'm serious. It's like some of the people that I grew up, or some of my family members, is like, whatever.
Yeah,
you get my point.
It's a whatever thing.
And there's a long history towards it, and I feel I'm empowered in that sense that I can say that and feel that and actually action it out.
Yeah,
because there's people that feel that they are tied to their families, that you can't choose to associate with someone because then it's bad, then it makes the family look bad, and then you understand, and then you're like the devil or some shit like that. I think just like white people, if there's one thing that we take from them is, if you don't like something, dog, you don't have to. Because now there's a lot of pretentious. There's a lot of looking over your shoulder what somebody's doing and what they think of you, and it's like, but if you know we cut here and we sharp, and everything is sharp, you understand. So to force a relationship, right? To people that maybe it's not about a surface level issue that we disagree on.
Deep.
It's like you view the world differently. I view my world differently. There's no
Let's
hate.
keep it that way. Yeah.
There's no hate, but I'm not going to be forced to actually chill with you and be your boy. Understand? Oh, yo, my big brother. You my big brother, yes, biologically, but damn, nigga, I don't know you. Yeah, I don't know how you do things. I don't know why you do things. And I think if we can do that, maybe it's a topic for another day, but if we can do that as black people, it will also assist on things where the little kids, something happens to them, they get sexually harassed, and then there's a family meeting because big brother, we can't throw him to jail because his family. No, fuck. Put that nigga in jail. Do you understand? But it starts from here where you say, you all are siblings, so you have to like each other. Do you get my point? It starts from there. Because if I'm saying I don't like you, then it's fine. And it should be fine. We're not hating each other. It should be fine that we just don't see the
vibe.
Yeah. So if we can sort that out, that you're not obliged to be something to someone, I think it can filter down to sort out other ills that happen within black culture where the kid comes and reports, and firstly, they don't get trusted, all right, because this guy is the breadwinner or is a big thing in the community. And secondly, when they do get trusted, then there's meditation, they have to mediate, the family mediates, right? Instead of saying, you did wrong, you have to go in, nigga. So, but like I said, it's a topic for another day. Yeah, man. So, safe trip to Limbs.
Thanks, MacG.
What is Limbs good for? What is Limbs known for, by the way?
A lot of things.
Like what? Who's famous who comes from Limbs?
A lot of people.
Well, give me one. Who's famous?
Kim Monada.
Huh? The guy who did the falling song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Makaz.
Yeah. It's famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people are famous from Limbs.
Okay, these are recent
ones.
These ones are recent one. So tell me, like, from like back in the day, like I can say in KZN, we're famous because we've got struggle heroes, got Albert Lutuli, those people. We've got unfortunately, we got Jay-Z, Jacob Zuma. But so what do you guys have?
We have Peter Mugaba,
Oh, yeah.
Kgalema,
Kgalema who?
Mutanti.
Oh, Kgalema Mutlanti.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have
damn.
Castle Matale.
The guy was a 6-month guy.
President, yeah.
Oh, damn.
We have Kgalema, we have Mutlanti. We
Yeah.
have Kgalema Mutlanti, we have Castle Matale. We have-
That guy was a thief.
Yeah. That
So
nigga-
don't count him. Don't count
But
him.
you counted Zuma.
I said unfortunately. I did say unfortunately. Okay. All right. I see the youth guy. What do you call him? The first guy before you said Kgalema?
Malema.
Not Malema.
Peter.
Peter Mugaba. Yeah. He's
Peter
prominent.
Mugaba. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
He was a big guy.
Yeah.
He was.
There's
he
also
was,
Peter Mugaba Stadium and shit like that. Yeah.
He was.
That's
He was.
awesome.
We saw him, or they saw him as Winnie Mandela's first kid. They treated him like 'cause the way Winnie Mandela loved him. They saw him as Winnie. They actually called him Winnie Mandela's first child because of the love she had for him.
That's dope, man. That's
So
dope.
that's where.
You know, at some stage, I was like thinking that, like, we don't need Limpopo. Like, Zimbabwe must take Limpopo over. We won't mind. You understand? But so there's something
as well.
Something is important that's happening there.
A lot of it.
Okay.
You
Okay,
know,
won't give it up.
This guy mirrors a lot of his politics and the way he structures politics around Peter.
Oh, Malema, ne?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck Malema.
If
bro.
you knew Peter Mugaba,
No. I know he's mentioned them a lot and blah 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 blah.
He
story.
mirrors
Yeah.
his policies and the way he conducts himself
Yeah.
around Peter Mugaba.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to
But
Peter
anyway,
2.0.
okay. So we don't have to give away Limpopo. We can keep it.
Bruh, Limpopo is very.
There's some
important.
value there.
Do you know? 50% of South Africa's platinum comes from Limpopo. Do you know that? This is on the back route of 70%, was it 70% or 80% of the world's platinum is South African. And out of that 70 or 80, 50% of it from Limpopo.
Yeah. I'll still give it away if I'll still give it away if someone had to come to me and say, you all gonna lose the platinum and also you gotta lose Malema. I was like, take it all. Take it to the Zim niggas, bro. But no. Okay, no. So as we go along, you're gonna tell me more about limbs.
I'm gonna tell you more about limbs.
But I see it's kinda important. You know, we kinda need it. But anyway, safe trip, man. This has been the takeover and the coolest pod in the park. Please do subscribe. Please do like. And thank you for the guys that are supporting,
Hit the
man.
subscribe,
It's
man.
awesome.
Hit the like button.
That's it for us.
That's it, man.
We're out.
Out.